meh. Alrighty, cool. So I just updated my description. Go read it, please. Accurate stuff. Basically, just to, make sure everybody's on the same page and we're not getting hung up on words and twisting things and taking things out of context and thinking we know things that we don't. I'm gonna set some boundaries. So my vow to life has an upper control limit, lower control limit. They're kind of the same, and then in between. So let me explain. When it comes to human needs, everything is met, period. The cup is always full, no matter what. You do not let it even get halfway down. Fair? Okay. You see a need, you replenish. Nobody's cup goes below half. Okay? So you don't determine what a need is. We go by Maslow's hierarchy. So emotional needs count. Mental and emotional needs count. If somebody has a real life condition, as I do, post-traumatic stress disorder, you make sure that the medicine is there, period. And that goes to the lower control limit. And that is nothing you don't. If it is not a need, or if it needs to not happen, you don't do it. If it's a dislike, you don't do it. Anything else is disrespect. And that is a choice. No assumptions, no back talk, no sass, no interrupting, no anything. You know how to communicate, so do it. Learn how to communicate. That is all your responsibility. I'm not going to teach you how to do it. There's plenty of resources online. Find best examples and go with them. There are tons. One that I used myself personally, I don't know if he's still around or not, but Charisma on Command was very eloquent, very good. So, just find one. You're on YouTube right now. Look around, learn how to communicate. It is your responsibility. You are responsible for the example you will be tasting later on. I make you drink your words, okay? I drink mine, and I hate disrespect, and I don't like using disrespectful anything either. Okay, so if I don't need it, if it needs to not happen, it needs to not happen. That's another way of saying it. If I don't want it around, it is not around, period. Same thing with everybody else. That's how I treat everybody. Unless they choose cruelty, in which case it's like, well, I refuse to call the carpet laminate. So, that's the reciprocity. If you are going to break something without any responsibility to fix it, I'm not going to be there to help you. That is your responsibility. You have to do it. And then, oh man, I love these things. I actually pulled these weeds later on and they look super good still. I don't know why. Yeah, dude, what's up? See, just like, help out. Oh, cool spider, look at that. What's up, dude? Yeah, I can't get very high because I've been screaming too much because I've been in actual agony because of cruelty. Speaking of needs not getting met and denied outrightly for no reason. And then all of the things that I really need to not happen and don't want to happen being the only things that I actually get. That's what I mean. Like, I have the exact opposite of what needs to happen. And then as far as like wants go, yeah, anything I want. I serve to humbly serve all of humanity with peace and justice. That's a promise that I made in my martial art. That is Mertapati Puti, promise number 2. I am Angota. I consider myself Inti. That is my thought process. Whether that is ever a thing or not is irrelevant. I am not a Moss. I am Gygok. And I do plan to get a really cool tattoo to represent that on my back. I'm super stoked for that. For those who don't know, Gygok in Indonesian means crow, which is really cool. Because white dove is what Mertapati Puti translates to, so it's white and black. And I'm both very well. So, it is also your responsibility to recognize when you are hurting somebody. You have to be proactive. You have to pay attention. You have to be present, period. No checking out, no absent-mindedness. You have to be curious. You have to make sure that you actually know what you're talking about before you open your mouth. If it's to confirm, or if there's a curiosity or whatever, obviously, then do. But you don't get to assert based on assumption. You don't get to do that, okay? I guess this is specifically to Mrs. and Mr. Bernard, but, you know, they don't listen to me anyway, so we'll see. And then, you want to hear my laugh? Yeah, anything you want. Read my words. Savor them. I give so much for people to cherish. Do you know what that word means? Look it up. I'm not going to tell you. I've already talked about it a lot. I hate repeating myself. Don't make me. Okay? You choose the life that you live. Okay? I go for best example possible. Not my personal best, but like best actual. That's what I mean. Like if I'm right here, I'm aiming for here. Okay? That's another putty thing. We would use energy projection to break things like steel and concrete slabs. Don't fuck with me. Don't piss me off. Not a good idea. Why would you do that anyway? Cruelty has to stop. Period. Disrespect has to stop. Period. What is my name? Oh, it's not on my birth certificate? Have you heard of a nickname? Why don't I get one? Disrespect. Okay? Why does my former father go by Bill instead of William, which is on his birth certificate? It's the exact same thing. Okay? I've said that a lot. My name is Atlas. Maybe if I start spitting in people's face when they use my other one, the one on my driver's license or whatever, because, you know, U.S. legal system's bigger than God. No. Okay? Anything I want because I am trustworthy. And you're not going to act like I am not trustworthy and decide that I'm not for no reason at all. Okay? Okay. And that is the case. Shared this story a lot. You, Mr. Bernard, decided for no reason that I'm not trustworthy, so you took the card and the car key away. Stupid choice. Very, obviously stupid choice. You put a burden on yourself and now you're taking it out on me too. Okay? Sick of that shit. So you earn the words that come back to you. How do you feel about your example video, Trevbor? I refuse to call you Trevor ever again. Yeah. You break it, you fix it. You lied to me. You did not follow through. And anybody who lies about serving North Ogden Police Department is going to get everything coming back at them that they fucking deserve. I am not going to drop those suits. Okay? So, weird choice. I'm sick of people making weird choices. Make good ones. We only make good ones around Atlas because we want to be made good examples of. We are proactive. We don't just sit on our ass and make zero emotional effort, zero mental effort. I expect 100%. We go through. Kind of bring it through with the braking principle. You would project beyond your skin and you would aim beyond the object. Okay? Okay. So, I go for actual best, and that is what I expect if you are around me. Okay? How you treat a person to his face is the only thing that matters. I don't give a shit what anybody's done behind the scenes because I get my experience and it is my reality. It is the only thing I get to experience, and I have zero influence, period. That is not okay. I need reciprocity for my actual best. Therefore, I expect your actual best. Period. You don't get to be mentally checked out. You don't get to be worst case scenario emotionally. You take care of yourself. That, Mrs. Bernard, is why I specifically told you to go to the mental emotional playlist. K. You say the words out loud often. What got me out of the deep agony, anguish, and despair that you and your husband decided to put me in again for no reason last night and today, because you refused to be honest and you refused to own any wrongdoing. I apologized right there in the description, didn't you? You called me, oh, you lied to me. Yeah, I apologized right then and there, huh? Yeah, I did it again later on. I did the short on the, whatever it was, the football game. Called it right out. Gustav, not Guzman. My mistakes are very small because I live on purpose with purpose. I expect the same. Okay? So, I don't care about apologies or whatever. I expect you to not do that. Okay? It's too hard for you, and that is unfortunate. But going forward, you still consider me family. You introduced me as your son the other day. That's on camera too. I'm not. You don't treat a son like this. You don't treat a son. You don't traumatize a son and insult him. You do not add insult to injury that you are doing emotionally and mentally. You do not get to do that. I'm not dropping the suits, and you're going to face the consequences. Okay? You might not use the word hate, but hate is an action. It's called deliberate disrespect. It's called disrespect for any reason, and there is absolutely none, period. It is negligence for any reason, and there is none. Okay? Okay. It is hate crime. Okay? It is. You don't get to pretend like you know what is going on without checking, without confirming, without asking a single question. You learn how to be curious, Mr. Bernard. You learn all of my song titles. What happened to your Jane Austen inspirational book? I wonder. You even read it at all? You don't live any of it. So, what happened to your inspirational quotes thing on your iPod? Didn't you have some of mine on there? Okay. Yeah, you're going to memorize every single word. You're going to be deeply curious about every single song I've ever written. There are 2 copies of the book in the house. Pick one and read it every day. Ask me about a song every day. That is the anything you want portion. What do you actually want? Yeah? I want to be cherished, and that is a great way to show it. I work my ass off. I actually earn things. You remember earning? I have not seen any motherfucker around here earning anything. Nobody. Nobody earns their salary. Nobody. You do shit work. It has to be redone. I am in worst case scenario. You have to flip the script, and it is all of y'all's responsibility. I expect actual best. Not your best, actual best. Right? We go through. Okay? So, yeah, Mrs. Bernard, you might have some physical conditions. I do not give a shit. Mine is physical too. But unless I am emotionally and mentally traumatized, I'm fine, mental and emotional. Aren't I? You like me laughing? You like the video where I just stop dead in my tracks and start like beaming because there's a cat on a fence? The fire your therapist one? Which, by the way, if you are a therapist, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. Like, y'all are great. I actually, when I got my degree in psychology, I knew that it was too complicated, and I knew that I could not help bring somebody out. So I actually admire you guys, but start working with my stuff and see what happens. See what happens. You know what I mean? That's basically the biggest thing. When I say fire, I really mean partnership. So, but yeah, let's be honest though. When the world closed down during COVID, right? Everybody remember that? I was an essential employee. I worked at a grocery store. I was first a cashier and then an assistant manager. It was really cool, actually. This is not the street I was expecting, but I still like it anyway. I've been down here in a while. Okay, we're not in Kansas anymore, or whatever. But kind of a good vacation for some of you, right? Kind of nice. Had some breathing room. You didn't have to check your calendar all the damn time, huh? Yeah. It's like that. So, needs are small, and then you do whatever you want. Why don't you want that? I'll turn around. I don't want to go to Washington. It's fact, I'll cross the street too. Why not? Just for a change in scenery. Another rose bush. I love this stuff. See, yeah, I come out and I cherish life. I am love, and I cherish, and I choose to. I am love, I choose life. I am love, I choose to cherish. And there's so much in this gift that is just super cool. So, you know, like, look at this. When was the last time you just looked at stuff? You know what I mean? Artists, that is a life, okay? You're looking at real life. I dated one of the best. Her name was McKenna Powell, and we had the time of our lives. I was a musician. She was an artist. It was a match made in heaven. It was so good. We'd go camping. She'd bring her palette, or usually a sketchbook. Sketchbook. I'd have an acoustic guitar, and it was perfect. Perfect. That is my actual dream setup. So I don't know. Lindsay, take out some paint brushes. Just kidding, it's fine. Yeah, no, it was incredible. I loved that. I bring that up because her stuff is really realistic, which means she looks into the details in life. She cherishes every minute detail. There was a sketch that she did. Blows my balls off, okay? I think it's still with Brad, but it's just a sketch of her childhood home from the outside. I mean, like, every blade of grass. Holy shit! In fact, the underneath my whiteboard, that's her artwork. The from, I believe, left to right, it's Krishna, Christ, and Avalokiteshvara. Super cool. Love her. Check her out. Get her on Instagram. Follow her. Give her all the things. But yeah. I always seek partnership, and so partnership first. And so yeah, I mean, fire your therapist. Don't take that personally. It's more partnership type stuff, because you are very necessary for a lot of people, and a lot of you are super good. I'll just add trash ones since I came back. Trash experiences, I should say. My experiences have been not great. See, I immediately correct. I don't want to disrespect anybody. Offending, like, whatever, but actual disrespect. Y'all need to learn the difference. You frankly know the difference, and you need to, like, just be adults. Okay? So that's pretty much it as far as boundaries go. Needs first, all the way, no matter what. It does not get below half. So, Mr. Bernard, what I was doing when you brought up, well, it was 60 one day and then 340, yeah, I have a system. And like I said, different strains do different things, okay? I like using cartridges because they are very convenient, and I could just, like, take 1 or 2 puffs and that's good. You know, I feel it out, and then wherever I need to be, I'm good. You know, I imagine you think I am just Cheech and Chong, just hotboxing 24/7, and that is completely inaccurate. As is also evidenced. Like, I don't use that much. So 9 cartridges, 3 hybrid, 3 indica, 3 sativa. They're usually around 50 a piece. Okay, I wasn't even going for full replenishment, and then I have 3 jars, 1 for indica, 1 for hybrid, 1 for sativa. You would know that if you would actually be curious about anything and get to know what you're talking about instead of just asserting that you are God. Okay? Okay. I also need a new battery for the cartridges and a new dry herb vaporizer as well, so a couple of things, you know, so that's it. It can rebuild, but like having none, period, no. That is completely unacceptable. I would never, ever withhold medicine, actual medicine, legitimate prescribed medicine for an actual debilitating condition that, frankly, as former military, you should respect way more. Wow, dude! Come on! So, yeah. Thanks for letting me eat and sleep. That has been nice. Now, mental and emotional needs count too. We go by Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which came out before you were born. Okay? Okay. All of them, and no less than half. It does not get to go empty. No empty cup. You do not let me go below half. Okay? Okay. You can afford it. Stop eating out. Put needs first. Eat at home. I can cook. Did you ever ask? No, you just assume that I'm a dick. That's not okay. Assumptions are never okay. You stop making them. You confirm actual fact. You confirm actual truth. You get curious. You ask questions to confirm understanding. Okay? You claim that I'm your son still, but you treat me like a slave still. Not okay. And you're not getting the Lincoln picture back until you actually make full amends. And it's gonna need a new frame. But yeah, pictures versus, what is that? Oh, that's kind of cool. I just like looking at stuff. Anyway, yeah. People are the most important. In real life, right here and now. I need you right now. I don't need you like in 1966. I need you out of there. Get your ass together. Get your fucking shit together. So, there's that. Every need, no matter what. Cups should always be full, period. I came back specifically to serve you too. Look how you actually treat me in real life with proof. That is a hate crime. It is a civil rights violation. Okay. So, needs first. We do needs first. Everything you need, period. Anything you want, because we prioritize trust. That's on you. I expect you to do your due diligence instead of just vegging out all the goddamn time. You spend at least 1 hour a day figuring out how to communicate. And then you demonstrate understanding by actually doing it with me, to me, whatever. So, yeah, you don't want to tell me why the tree was cut down? You don't want to come clean yet? Okay, whatever. I don't, you don't get to cover stuff up. You get to own the truth and transform it, like I do really good songs. Like, maybe Hold Your Heart. Maybe read that one. Maybe read the original lyrics and then read that one again. Yeah, your son did that. Start treating him with respect that he deserves. So, that's that. I need my creations to go where they need to go. So, Sherry, you are going to be my biggest fan. That's what moms are supposed to be, right? Okay, you're gonna earn that. You wanna be my mom again, you earn that. You're gonna be my biggest loudmouth supporter, not my biggest cruel person. Okay? Okay. You earn the words with me, and that's how things work. You don't like the examples on my channel so far? Great, redeem yourself then. It is your responsibility, and frankly, you promised Christ and God that you would anyway in the first place. It's called integrity. You're allergic to accountability, and I don't know why or how that happened. You used to be a teacher. I already used the thing called grading. You don't even pick up the fucking pencil, and that's why it's unforgivable. Okay? You make a maximum emotional effort toward your own life. Okay? Okay. Take care of yourself. Take care of everyone else around you. Okay? Like I do, unless completely disrespected. Then you're on your own. Dead horses do not ride with me. Okay? Okay. So, that's about it. Yeah, no, if we can get away with it, let's see. No. Let's see what we can actually do together. Okay, it's not the Wild West. It's not every man for himself. If you want to be family, you have to act like it. It's interdependence. You find out what a need is, you serve it, period. You don't even have to ask. It's just called look. It should and needs to go without saying. So yeah, you like when I laugh? Great, make me do it more. Earn it. Earn it back. That's why I'm silent around you. You need to fucking earn it. Okay? We earn around Atlas. What is my name? You're going to pay for the legal name change. Okay? That's one way you can make it up to me, is at least give me the name I deserve legally. Or you can just like take the 5 minutes it takes North Ogden, the few people that I've said, hey, this needs to get to a certain person, I can't reach him. Like it's I've done the heavy lifting, I just need this on that shelf, I can't reach it. Literally all I'm asking for. Holy shit. Get it where it needs to go, see what happens. Stop being so afraid of what might happen and start, like, be respectful. Be human beings. See what happens. Okay? Because again, do we like pissed off Atlas? Do we like traumatized Atlas? And then ignore the miracles of, oh my God, I can't believe he just pulled himself out of that again. Stop making me do that! Okay? So real quick, anybody ever think about how Christ wants to be remembered? I've talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it a lot. Christ is love. If you love me, keep my commandments. If you love me, obey. It's the same thing. Respect my boundaries. Never fucking cross them. Don't even try. All right? We don't even tiptoe to the edge. We stay the fuck away. If that's the edge, I am clear over here. Okay? I'm in the fucking middle. I want to do anything you want. I make sure your needs are met. I make sure I don't cross any fucking lines that can't be uncrossed. That's where you are and have been for fucking years. So you're gonna get your ass up. You're going to make the effort. Okay? Maximum. It's worth the effort and the effort is worth it. Find out. Yeah, you know what's up. What's up, dude? Yeah. Okay. All right, that's it. Are we clear? We don't want to piss this guy off anymore. What is my name? And for those of you still hung up on the prophet thing, well, look it up in Oxford. That is undeniable. Okay? Okay. Thanks for being along. Thanks for being here. Let's do this.